Hi everyone, welcome back for another video. I will be making some guava jam. I haven't done guava jam in a long time, and I had some guavas in the fridge that my mother sent for me from Dominica, and I decided what could I do with this, because the children don't really like the juice, and I was like, it clicked. Make some guava juice for myself and some guava jam. So I'm going to show you what I have on the fire right now boiling, and let's get into this video with me. So here I have some guava juice. Well, yeah, I haven't put the sugar as yet, but here I have some guava juice boiling in some spice, or what we call cinnamon, and I'm just gonna add in some essence and maybe about 2 cups of sugar, and just let it boil and continuously stirring until it gets to the consistency that I like. And then when it's done, I will show you what the end product looks like. So I will just continuously stirring it so that it does not burn. And I'm not making a lot because I know the children will not indulge in it, but I like it. No, I love it. So I am more or less making this for my own consumption, just for myself. So when I came from Dominica in August, I brought this essence up. Yeah, I actually bought this in Dominica at Astopans, and I'm just gonna put, let me see, a few drops in there. I'm not measuring. And this is the vanilla, just a few drops. And I'm just gonna stir that. It smells so good. The heat has the aroma bursting up under my nose. This smells so good. And there's different ways to make guava jam or guava jelly or whatever you want to call it. Some people actually would boil the guava, wash the guava, boil it, and use that clear water to make jam. But I kind of rather to blend it, strain the juice and put it to boil. I kind of rather it that way. I am going to start off with about 2 cups of sugar. As you can see, this is 1 cup, and I'm pouring in right now the 2nd cup. See? And I am just going to stir this a bit so that it can dissolve. Okay, now that all the sugar is dissolved, I'm just gonna leave it, let it boil a bit, and I will constantly, well, not constantly, but in between, I will keep stirring it so that it doesn't burn. So it's boiling, and this is what it looks like. just gonna stir that a bit. As you can see, it's coming together. You could see it's getting a bit thick, and I keep scraping the sides. And I'm just gonna leave it, let it do its thing, and let it boil. And when it's closer, coming together, looking more like jam, I will come back so that you guys could see exactly what it looks like. Okay, you could see the contents is getting a little bit less compared to when we started. The pot was, well, there was a lot, and as you can see, it's just boiling down and it's getting thicker. Look at that, it's coming together. Okay, and this is a process, a tedious process that is, but you just have to be patient, you know, and let it do its thing. I just stir now and then so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. But look at that, look at that consistency, it's getting thicker. You could see it's crystallizing on the side, the sugar. So all I'm doing is just scraping that off. No, you could see that, yeah. So I'm just scraping that off. Yeah, it's coming real good. In less than 20 minutes, I should have some jam ready. And I must add, while this is boiling, coming together, this boiling temperature is way hotter boiling temperature than if you're boiling water. So please do not stand directly in front of the stove, because you will have little splatters, and if this burn you, it's gonna be a really bad burn. So make sure when you're doing this, you stand not too close to the pot, but on a side, so that talking about that, I just got burned. That you don't get burned. Yeah, I just got burned. You know, it's crystallizing, so it's forming like, you know, like if you're doing candy, the boiling temperature is gonna be way higher. Yeah, so you gotta be very careful. You do not want to get burned while doing this. Okay, so my jam is almost ready. Look at this. Look at the clumps from the bottom. You seeing this? Seeing the little clumps? You seeing how thick this has gotten? So I'm just gonna leave it for a few more minutes, and then before I turn it off, I will do the cold water test to make sure it's just to my liking. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my cold water or my water test. Okay, so this is what the consistency is like now. Look at that. And now it's to the consistency that I like. I'm just gonna give it about 3 to 5 more minutes, and then I will turn it off and let it just cool down a bit before I pour it into whatever I'm gonna pour it into. Maybe, I don't know if I get a glass jar, or I don't know, we'll see. But you see this? This is good enough for me. So I've turned off the stove, and this is what it looks like. As you can see. So I'm going to do another cold water testing, just so that you could see it's to the preference that I want. You see? Okay, so I'm gonna throw out this water, and then you could have a better look. Okay, so I throw out the water. You could see. Look at this. Let me put it on my fingers, and you could see it's a jam consistency. So yeah, see, it's sticky, and that is good for me.